you take, for an example, BMW, 97% of the X3 that we're producing in Roslyn is exported out of the country. We only sell 3% in South Africa. There's a huge number of those vehicles that also goes into the US. So, there are companies in South Africa that are purely here, not because they're selling vehicles in South Africa. They are here to produce vehicles for the global market. And it's important for them to remain globally competitive. If an American citizen wants to buy specifically a Ford Ranger that is a plug-in hybrid, they can only place an order in South Africa, nowhere else in the world. So what that means is that obviously, the capacity of Ford to be able to produce those vehicles, in big volumes is going to be constrained, because the Americans are going to be looking at another Ford that is produced in another country, or even in the United States.
We produce less than 1% of global automotive vehicles, so to say. So in reality, the impact on us is likely to be more disproportionate, and those of our peers that produce at the same level. And the risk is actually creating a concentration risk in countries that have greater capacity and are building more, and those countries would be able to absorb some of this.
I think we need to make better use of some of our local agreements, our African continental agreement. How do we leverage that? How do we partner with government and private sector to start benefiting the countries and the economies aside for the United States? So this could be the catalyst to drive our localization projects. It could be what we need to drive the African economy, as opposed to be completely reliant on the States.